Doing.
Between Hitmaker and Hit-boy. Y'all got the whole
See, but I'm on the radio.
Smash.
Hit-boy is not on the radio.
Wait. Shots fired.
What's good, RIZZLE fam? It's your boy Big Man. Seems like we got some producer beef cooking up and coming our way. It's Hitmaker and Hit-boy who kicked things off. Before you knew it, the whole community got involved. Beef's not usually a good thing, especially when it happens over absolutely nothing. But rap lovers know a beef quite well, and rivalry is just a part of our hip-hop DNA. A little competition never hurt nobody, and it looks to us like this little back and forth between these two legendary producers could turn out to be a blessing in disguise. Here's why we say that. So the whole fuss around the biggest producers in the game right now and their back and forth actually started with Hitmaker. Hitmaker and his collaborator Jim Jones pulled up to do an interview for Ebro on the 9th of March, and they went over a lot of topics. They're mostly there for promo of the new Back in My Prime album that dropped last Friday. But before they dived into the album discussion, some of the first things that Hitmaker was asked about was the rivalry that exists between him and Hit-boy. And let's be honest, these two are really moving the industry. They made some of the most prominent music that we have today and collaborated with pretty much every household name from the world of hip-hop that you can imagine. However, Hitmaker made a little remark in his reply to Ebro that left a few souls out there feeling salty. It did not go by unnoticed.
Doing.
Between Hitmaker and Hit-boy. Y'all got the whole
See, but I'm on the radio.
Smash.
Hit-boy is not on the radio.
Wait. Shots fired.
No, I love Hit-boy.
Gunfire.
Yo, you knew this?
Nah,
Jim, you knew about this?
Yeah, anything.
Hit-boy is a legend. He's a legendary producer. He's been doing it way longer than me. He's a great guy. But I'm gonna keep it a bean though. If you play the soundtrack to your life for the last 4 or 5 years on radio,
man, come on.
I know it's gotta be frustrating with him because my name is so similar, my brother. But
Why did Hitmaker say that? Well, he mostly wanted to point out one key difference between him and Hit-boy as producers. One thing that Hitmaker doesn't see Hit-boy do is mainstream tracks that get played a lot on the radio. Therefore, you would expect to hear him less on the radio and more in the underground scene. Hitmaker went on to later explain what exactly he meant by his comment, and there was no hard feelings. Even so, plenty of comments came in online as this was a very sensitive topic. One comment said that we shouldn't really be comparing the two since they don't precisely do the same thing. Comment said, can't compare the two. Hit-boy actually make his beats. Hitmaker is an A&R producer. Two totally different things. Both very talented. Hitmaker has good ears. Hit-boy has ears and hands, LOL. But one hardcore Hitbot fan did so anyway, and he's told the world that Hitmaker is nowhere near Hit-boy's legendary status. His comment wrote, Hit-boy is in the lab laughing. No competition. Y'all can have the radio. The world has been inspired by Nas, Hit-boy. And in the lab he was, literally on that same day. We got a reply from Hit-boy, and believe it or not, the reply came in wax, just like you would expect it. We already got a preview of the track even before the official drop. We got a sneak peek on Twitter with a shot of Hit-boy making music in his studio.
I'm usually homeboys with producers I get compared to, but on this one I wanna see him stretched out extra leg.
And then one day later on the 10th of March, Hit-boy and the Alchemist dropped their track Slipping Into Darkness. The boys really made a hit. Hit-boy took it seriously, threw out punches on this one. Seems like he's been feeling some type of way for more than just a minute. This song is just a result of something that's been boiling in Hit-boy for a moment or two. In the early parts of the track, he sends out a reminder of just how vicious this rap game is and how quickly some people who you consider your friends can and will turn their backs on you. Fame and fortune can do that to people, especially in the music industry. However, in the later part of this track, Hit-boy addressed some of the other things on his mind. The fact that he's often compared to some other producers that we see in the rap game, Metro Boomin, Hitmaker, and Southside. On the third verse, Hit-boy goes on to say that even though he's usually on good terms with his fellow producers, this time around, he's gonna call them out. He goes on to say, I'm usually homeboys with producers I get compared to, but on this one, I want to see him stretched out, extra leg room. And then Hit-boy goes on to call some of these producers by name. First it was Metro Boomin, then it was Southside and DJ Mustard. Last, but certainly not least, Hitmaker. I don't really know, dude. He seemed like a cool cat, but I never once heard Metro Boomin do boom bap. I never heard a Southside beat without an 808 in it. HB in drunk driver mode. I swerve in every lane with it. And then came Hitmaker line, where Hit-boy raps. But now I'm starting to wonder, can I chop soul? I just seen Young Berg spoke on the wave. I should do him like Trick and snatch Hit out his name. I had decoded the game. I had the coldest of days. I'm like Debo on his cruiser. How you got no credits without co-producers? And just like that, Hitmaker got his reply, and it came in perhaps even quicker than he thought it would. But this is not all. See, these two also took it to social media where they both made an attempt at clowning each other. Hit-boy posted an edited photo of the famous boxing match between Muhammad Ali and Sonny Liston. The photo shows Ali with Hit-boy's face knocking out Liston, who's got Hitmaker's face. The caption of his IG post wrote, "I only meant to diss one person on Slipping Into Darkness." In the comments section, he also said, "I got respect for Mustard, Metro, and Southside. Two can play this game, and Hit-boy knew that very well from the beginning. Hitmaker is not someone you can easily intimidate, so he went onto his social media for a little clown party of his own. He posted the old I Love Mackinnon freestyle from Tim Westwood, inviting him jokingly to pull up and see him.
With some thugs, I was really in Atlanta with Metro Boomin and Young Thug. Hey.
More importantly, he left a little comment in the section for Hit-boy, who he called by his first name, and he told him, Chauncey, quit from playing, kid. You know I got a hit factory. Now swipe right to see your idols every time you rap. Salute to the worst producer rapper of all time." From the comment, you could tell that Hitmaker took his beef thing pretty seriously. He's not playing around, and he made Hit-boy know that he ain't joking around at all. Apparently, Hit-boy congratulated him on his success in his DM, and Hitmaker took a screenshot for those messages and uploaded that to his Instagram too. But Hit-boy was lurking in his comments section. He just left him a comment with a bunch of smiley face emojis. But remember that Hit-boy called out other producers on his track, not just Hitmaker. One of the names that he also mentioned was that of Metro Boomin. You thought Metro wasn't paying attention? Oh hell no. He hopped on his Twitter and he referenced Kendrick Lamar's Rich Spirit track from his Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers album. Kendrick says, "Stop playing with me for I turn you into a song." Everyone knows very well that Metro sent shots to Hit-boy with his little reference to Kung Fu Kenny. Metro is a big name in the game and not someone who takes beef lightly. If you're to call him out, then you best be prepared for the worst. In the end, to be completely honest, most of the community is on Hit-boy's side. They think he's got the upper hand when it comes to the other artists and producers. When compared to Hitmaker, one person said, "Don't call yourself a producer in hip-hop if you don't make your own beats. That's like calling yourself an MC with no lyrical ability. Hit-boy gifted." And another one said that Hit-boy is making music with goats out of hip-hop, while the best a Hitmaker can do is a collaboration album with Jim Jones. Hit-boy is doing collabs with Nas and Big Sean. Berg is doing a collab with Jim Jones. That's all you need to know. One of the critiques that the community had to say when it comes to Hitmaker and his producing style is that more often than not, he doesn't make new tracks. He just flips old ones that already made it. This is why you can also see comments like, "Hit-boy way better than Hitmaker. Hit-boy can make any type of beat, and all Hitmaker does is flip classic songs." In general, what we got here is basically a little dispute between two types of producers. Ones who glorify making a name for themselves and being in the mainstream music, and others, like Hit-boy, who prioritize quality over quantity and prefer doing tracks out of passion. All of these producers are gifted, and there's no doubt about that. Perhaps this little diss track from HB comes as a wake-up call for some other producers to push them further to make hot new music, and perhaps to produce beats different from what they usually do. It would certainly be a breath of fresh air and something that hip-hop fans from all around the world would greatly appreciate. Until we see something like that come alive, we'd like to hear your 2 cents on today's topic. Why do you think Hit-boy released this new track, calling out the rest of the producers? Is it all about healthy competition or maybe attention? Let us know what you think in the comments section down below. If you liked our video, then drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and be sure to check out some of our other videos on the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, remember to keep it RIZZLE.